Did you know that every 26 seconds a violent crime happens in the United States? And also, 1 in 3 women are victims of domestic violence. 1 in 5 women have been victims of rape in their lifetime. 1 in 3 girls under the age of 17 have been sexually abused. 1 in 6 boys under the age of 17 have been sexually abused. And let me let you know this. The statistics for those boys, a lot of people don't talk, it's probably lower. So, it's a shame. 70% of kids under the age of 17 have been sexually abused in general. No. It's time to make a difference, y'all. And you can do that. You can do that through, we can get you started with Damsel. You know, contact me, contact another rep. We'll get you signed up. Internationally, Damsel in Defense in 2015 started their own safe house for women in Cambodia that are victims of human trafficking, sex trafficking. Now they're saving these girls, and the house is nice. And some of the products you can give 5% back to this house. Anything with a heart on it, the heart emblem next to the product. For instance, the Gotcha Stun Gun. Yeah, that's one of them. So again, they built their first safe house. I'm sure there will be many more to come. And they get these girls out of human trafficking. And you know, human trafficking is real, y'all. Honestly, when I started with Damsel, I thought I was just selling stun guns and pepper sprays and concealed carry pistols. I didn't realize how much impact this company does for the world. Not just the U.S., the world. So when Damsel in Defense was started in 2011 by Mindy Lynn, Mindy from the start had this company debt-free. And a lot of people ask, what if the company goes bankrupt? What if the company does this? What if you're in the middle of something and it just shuts down? When a company starts debt-free, that's a really good thing because their goal is simple and you know what their mission is, and it's to help people and to lower crime stats. I mean, they want to make the world a better place. And that's their mission, and you know from the start that that's really what they're all about. And they weren't in it to make money. They were ready from the start. So that was one of the big things that I looked at before I started. I wanted something a little bit established but new at the same time. So that is the answer to the question that I get a lot. What if they shut down? No, they don't have any other competition. It's only going up from here. Everyone goes into direct sales with too much expectations. I came into this in October saying, you know what? I want to make it a debt-free Christmas, and I did. I didn't owe anything. I usually come out with my credit card. I don't have to pay my credit card up until like March, and I didn't have to do that this year. It paid for Christmas. That was my first goal. I'm not gonna say, oh, this is not a get-rich scheme. It's not. It's the work you put into it is what you get out of it. It'll make you some money, but don't go broke trying to do so. Work on what you make and build your way up. That's how you do this. Any direct sales. Don't get yourself in debt over it. But if you work your way up, the rewards are endless. Another question that I get from anyone who is like, oh, well, I would love to start, but I don't want to invest $99 to start. What if I don't make it back? Honey, you're going to make that back in 2 sales. And I can guarantee you're going to get about 30 people waiting after you even get your box and say, hey, I want to see this. People don't want to carry guns. They want to carry something, but they don't want to carry guns. They're scared to carry something. If you show them how to use it, they will buy it. And I made my investment back. Let's see, I paid $99 for my kit, plus I got the booster pack. I wanted to make sure I had some pepper sprays and some stun guns on display ready to show people. So I paid $170. I made that back when I got my box, and I went Facebook Live on my profile, and I had 40 people watching, and before I shut down that evening, I had $400 in sales, just from showing them online. And then I had my launch party, and after my launch party, I think I was at 900, almost 1,000 in sales. So I got promoted already after my launch party, made my money plus more. You start out at 25% in sales. Once you make your first 1,000, you go to 30% and you get promoted to protege, that's what they call it. That's when it gets a little tricky. A lot of people stay at protege because they don't recruit and they don't have anyone under them. That's when you say, hey, does anybody want to join me and sell as well? And I'll train you, you know. You show them everything that you need to do to get started, and you get rewarded from them. No, this is not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is when the top gets all the money and that's a wrap. No, they have to work hard to get to where they're at to. It's not just, the top headhunters are making it off. No. Everyone had to get to where they're going, and it's hard work. But if you want to put forth effort, why not try? And, you know, if the worst comes to worst, you sell some good products, and you made a little money, you know. I tell you what, it pays for the little things, and I was impressed back in December. I actually paid my daughter's fees for her adenoids had to come out, her adenoids. It paid for the whole medical bill, so, hey, that was around Christmas time, and I needed it, you know, people need to buy Christmas presents, so, it's the little things. I'm saving up for something big right now. It's a secret, don't tell my folks, so some family. Maybe a trip. Anyway, so there, it's easy to get your money back. Very, very easy, very quickly. And for instance, if you join my team, I'm training you the whole way. So can't knock it till you try it. People is, I can sell a family of friends, but they're not going to buy after they buy one time. There's ways of making money and have a resale. I've had some people buy from me 2-3 times. Why? Because they might like a particular a good concealed carry purse and they're ready for another one. I had somebody buy 3 already and another one buy 2. These concealed carry purses in general look a little bit better than you would get at a certain gun show because it doesn't have bling and it doesn't have camo. That's 2 big things that people see for affordable purses that have the concealed carry availability in the purse. So it looks more like Coach and Michael Kors looking than it would be to have where, oh, this is obvious concealed carry purse. So that's one way to look at it. With this, there's numerous ways to market with Damsel in Defense. Numerous ways. So if one thing might not work for you, you want to try something else because there's always something that will work for somebody. I've been with Damsel for 8 months and I'm just finding my niche. I really just have to continue with Warrior Workshops. Warrior Workshops give situational awareness training, and it also trains your potential customers on how to use products hands-on. They have availability where you can get the pepper spray made of water to show people how to shoot a pepper spray. And then it's just, you're shooting water out, so you're not shooting the pepper. And then also, you can show them how to fire off a stun gun and how to use the Sakatomi martial arts Kupaton, and that's my favorite. I made a video about it last week, and it's on my page. And there's ways of showing how to use it. And I have a martial arts dummy. I call him Bad Leroy Brown. That's my name. I had actually had my Facebook VIP group. I had a contest, and I have a lady who won the contest, and she got a reward for naming him. So Bad Leroy Brown is my business partner. He takes a real big beating, but he's a good trooper. Anyway, my warrior workshops are my niche. And I actually come out ahead a lot by doing this. And I always try to recommend anybody who wants to do one to do it in person, because if you don't get that hands-on touch, you don't benefit from it. So, also real estate. Real estate market is big with us. You can do real estate workshops. And that was fun. I did one as well. Shout out to my Keeler Williams group in Gretna. Y'all were awesome. Anyway, safety classes, fundraisers, vendor shows, gun shows. If you have gun shows in your area, they'll take you in because you have the concealed carry persons and the stun guns. And you do have to have a little bit of supply for it ahead of time, but you will make your money plus more, and they're usually affordable. Vendor shows, and again, that takes direct sales. If they take direct sales, they'll take you as well, as long as you let them know, hey, it's safe. You can keep it safe. There's ways to keep it safe. Let me know. I'll tell you how to keep your items safe and make sure that no one else gets hurt during these vendor shows. Also, you can target audience moms. Moms don't want to carry guns because they're so afraid of their kids grabbing a gun. You can show them, hey, there's other non-lethal self-defense tools you can use. The elderly don't want to carry guns, so there's stuff for them as well. Teachers, restaurant workers, they work late nights and shift work. Nurses, they work shift work as well. They need something to protect themselves. Bartenders, walkers and runners that run out in the neighborhood. And the list goes on. Anybody with shift work, even children. I mean, there's that family safety education line that you need to look into. SaveHearts.com. Look it up and read it. I was so impressed when I saw it. So there's ways. That second month that I started with Damsel, I started mailing real estate agents. Just say, hey, I can go ahead and bring you all a sweet treat and some catalogs, and you can look through them, and if you want to see something, I can bring it and show you how to use it. Let's get you guys equipped. I got some feedback from it. So again, numerous ways to market. And also, what do you have to lose? Try it out. Also, you can always have this incentive for anybody who wants to host. They're called protection perks. This is what we offer. You just get, the person that holds a party gets $100 to $200 in sales. They get a half price item. Any half price item they want. If they want a stun gun, but they don't want to pay $30 for it. Well, if they get their half price item, they pay $35, right? You start getting credit and 2 half price items at $200 to $400, and it goes on from there. So this is the protection perks that you can offer anybody who wants to host a party. I've also had somebody who attempted to try to earn their starter kit. So if you don't want to spend the money, but you hold a party to get yourself started, let's talk. Then we can throw you a big old warrior workshop and earn money towards your kit. So here we go. Or you can talk to any other rep as well. So protection perks, warrior workshops, real estate. The possibilities are endless. So, Damsel in Defense, they reward you for your hard work. They really do. Now, I'm not just saying you have to work 9 to 5 to get this done. You can do it part-time, full-time, on your extra availability if you have any. Good for college students, ones that are retired, stay-at-home moms like me. I'm doing this on my free time. So you don't have to work 9 to 5 to work with Damsel. These incentives that you can get, trips, Costa Maya, or no, I'm sorry, Riviera Maya. They're all the same. Maya this, Maya that. They just got back from there, and honestly, I was jealous. I didn't work hard enough. So the next incentive trip, that gives me a more of push to get a vacation, because the state and the whole mom needs one. So I will be working hard to get one. Also, incentives. I'll show you my incentives. Just give me a minute. Anyway, bonuses. I have a few people that are under me. They're called my downline. And if you help them, you get rewarded too. Also, you get what's called a Stunning Start Award. The first 75 days that you work with Damsel, you can get, based on your sales, you can get a shopping spree. A $100 shopping spree for $1,000 in sales. And when I started, I ended with the silver Stunning Start, which means I made over $2,500 in sales. $2,900 to be exact. $2,900. And I had $250 to spend. And my downline, she got $200. So she got what she needed because she helped me. And I was rewarded as well. And my display's full. I have one of everything with Damsel, so it's easy to show everything that's in the catalog when you have it. So you work hard, and you get your stuff in return, and it will help the business. Or spend it on yourself. Who knows? I mean, that possibility. Whenever I'm out, I always try to carry something with Damsel in Defense on me. For instance, this is the biggest thing. In January, for the new calendar, the spring and summer catalog, they came out with t-shirts. Now this right here is a walking billboard. I always wear a shirt. It's so worn out. I think I need to buy another one pretty soon because I wear it like 4 times a week. I have to keep washing it because I wear it too much. Anyway, so walking billboards. I love your shirt. Well, I'll sell it. Here's my card. Most important reason to join Damsel in Defense is you are making an impact on your community and you don't realize it until after you start. Now, when I first started with Damsel in Defense, I thought, oh, I'm going to sell pepper spray, stun guns, and concealed carry purses. Why not? You know, I used to work in the law enforcement field. I worked in 911. I worked in, I did background checks for deputies. I know what's out there. Yeah, it's much more than that. It really is. For instance, I went to some vendor shows. I had some people come up to me and open up and say, this is so brilliant. I am a victim of rape, and they tell me their story, or I was in a domestic violence abusive situation, and you know, I could have used these back then. I'm so glad. Let me buy something. Now I'm glad I'm able to help them. I'm not grateful. I'm like, you know what? The sale is a sale. This is real. Like, if I can just make a difference, that's fine. And I'm all ears. I love to listen, you know. And I honestly, I've heard it all already with 911 and and doing background checks for deputies, talking with deputies. I heard it all, so it's not where it's going to break me. But I realized in the long run, hey, this is what I can do to make a difference while I'm a stay-at-home mom. Because again, honestly, I loved what I did before, and when I looked into doing direct sales job, this was the only fit for me. And I thought that I was just selling, but not, no, this is much more. The warrior workshops that I do situational awareness training. My goal when I go to it is not to make sales. My goal is to let these women know and wake them up and say, hey, you know, there's some things and habits that you have to break and start looking around, because these guys and these women, there's women that do crime too. They look for people who are not aware. And it's so easy to be drawn, especially to social media, and not looking at your surroundings and say, hey, there's bad guys. And unfortunately, the world is not as safe as we want it. So why not just spread my love and let people know, hey, this is what you need to do and be aware, because you don't want to be next. And also, I did, I'll always remember this, Christmas Day, this past year, I got a knock on the door. There's two young ladies from the local high school. They're selling candy bars. I'm like, what you doing selling candy bars on Christmas Day? So they explained they're doing a senior project, and it was to earn enough to get some supplies for what they're doing a color run for a domestic violence campaign. So let me give you my card. Can I go out there? Sure. And explain to them what I did. I went out there with my full display with some flyers, talked to a very, very big, eager group of teenage seniors in high school. And they were saying, we just want to make the world a better place. That's why we're here. Talked to another young lady. I said, the day you turn 18, come see me, because I want you to sell for Damsel. She still hasn't seen me. I know her birthday was in March. If you see this girl, you better talk to me. Call me. So anyway, it's a good, I was trying, my goal was to, you know, let everybody know that Damsel is out there. I didn't make one sale, but I definitely enjoyed myself. And I made connections. And I talked to people. And that's what Damsel is all about. It's not all about making money. It's about making your way in the community and let people know, look at all these options you have, and get yourself together, you know. So the world's not safe. Let's make it a better place. Fast forward to March, I had someone give me a call, one of my connections that I made out there. She said she just ran off from a domestic situation and she needed to be equipped. So I gave her some deals. I gave her a free pepper spray, got her stun gun ordered, and she told me everything that happened. And it just amazes me how much people open up about it. I just don't, I feel that people need to be equipped before it happens to them. I don't want things to happen before it's too late. I don't want you to come to me after the fact, you know. This area in general, and we'll talk about this in a few minutes, we need reps. We need reps in this area. We need more. You know, Damsel in Defense is very widespread, but there's not enough reps in certain areas. We just need more. So